Fox News reporter Candace Murphy was on the scene that day. She talked to Hiawatha Robinson, joining us now in the studio. So Candace, you know, you were one of the people to talk to him.
I was, Bala and Ace, and I was on scene all day that his home was searched, and I spent about 20 minutes talking to him off camera before I convinced him to speak with us on camera. And during that interview, I was very surprised by the lack of emotion shown when Robinson spoke about his 8-year-old daughter, Hawaii. During our conversation, he never mentioned that he wanted his daughter's killer behind bars. Well, now we know that he is the one who is charged with murder. On October 2nd, crime scene tape roped off a home on Stivall Street where Hiawatha Robinson occasionally stayed. The home is about a mile from the apartment complex where Hawaii lived with her mother and about 2 miles from where her body was found. Robinson said that morning the FBI kicked down his door and served a search warrant, then raided his home.
The point that I don't understand, they came and bust my door up, and I'm talking about they could have called me. They've been calling me. They've been calling me to open the house up for them and everything. All they had to do was get on the phone, call me or whatever. I would have opened that door up for them. They ain't had to come do what they did.
Robinson said he didn't see anything missing from the house when the FBI left.
Well, I didn't look around or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I just got the search warrant that they left or whatever and put it in my pocket or whatever. You know.
What did it say that they took? Did you even read it yet?
I hadn't read it yet. I just took it and folded it up and put it in my pocket, you know.
When asked about his daughter, Robinson told me he was tired of the rumors spreading about what happened to Hawaii.
There's times, you know, I'm talking about I miss all the good times that I had with her and everything, you know, but I just wish everybody just stopped the lines and all the rumors that they got going around, you know. I'm talking about I got thousands of people standing behind me.
I asked how he was coping with the death of his 8-year-old little girl.
I'm trying to hold it all together. And if it weren't for my friends and my family or whatever behind me 100%, I don't know what'd be going on with me, you know.
Now, that interview was recorded on October 2nd, and during that day, we broke the news on air that his girlfriend's house was also being searched, but according to DA Ashley Rich, right now he is the only suspect who is charged with Hawaii's murder.
And that was the house in Sims you're talking about?
That was the house in Sims, that's correct.
What impression did you get from him during the interview, both off camera and on camera?
It was very nonchalant, and I think that's what surprised me so much, because we're talking about the death not only of an 8-year-old girl, but of his flesh and blood, his daughter. And so for him to be so calm and collected, he was more worried during our interview about the fact that the FBI had kicked down his door than the fact that his daughter had been murdered. And that's what he spent a lot of the time during the interview talking about. And so we tried to draw a little more information from him. How are you grieving? How are you doing? I don't know if it was a process of him coping or what, but it was an interview that you wouldn't expect from a father who lost his daughter.
It was a different side from him because when he was at the search, when they were looking for little Hawaii, he definitely showed a lot of emotion then. Once again, though, talking about rumors. And as you were talking to him there, I could hear someone in the background saying, "Stop the lies." Were there a lot of people out there supporting him?
We did speak with some friends prior to him going on camera with us. Initially, I interviewed one of his friends who was saying he is not guilty, he is innocent, we are standing behind him. And so I initially interviewed his friends who said, yes, we're supporting him, he did not do this. But as we know now, he has been charged with murder and sodomy. So he did have some support in the community, and people who live on that street said that they did not believe that he was involved in his daughter's death.
And we'll wait to see what details come out. Of course, many of those details have been sealed, at least for the time being.